got here?
F-bomb, no.
All right, Hawkeye1127 from Twitter asks, will there be camouflage for weapons in multiplayer again? That's an easy one.
Yes, absolutely. We really went in. I love camo on my weapons, and I love to do it really well. So last time we did it, we really improved how we did it this time around in Modern Warfare 2. So we went through and got into Navy SEAL locker room where we could see all their toys and stuff. Got to pull out an M4 that was fully painted and saw how they put it together on their holographic sight, their pneumatic grenade launcher. We took all that back to the office and really worked it out and gave each weapon its own specific paint style. We went with a two-tone pattern. I'm going super detailed with this right now. I don't have to. Yes, they're awesome camo jobs, and you can unlock them in multiplayer.
Yeah, there's a bunch. And you can check challenges, see what you have to do. It'll tell you the order. So it'll be like, 50 headshots get you this, so headshots get you this, and see what it takes to get to your favorite camo scheme. SSB Master says, do shotgun and grenade launcher attachments replace secondaries? Is the first part of the question. Yes, in the sense that shotguns and launchers are secondary weapons now. You also have other things. You can use SMGs or machine pistols or normal pistols if you want as your secondary weapon. What's really new to this game is, one, the fact that you can do that now. Before, your secondary is limited to being a pistol. But now you have dedicated launchers, so more than just the undermounted M203 that people are used to from Call of Duty 4, you get an AT4, have a Thumper, which is a dedicated grenade launcher, and those, to me, those things are essential. In my creative class, I always have a launcher, typically an AT4, because we have so many new kill streaks in this game, and you can shoot them down. So if somebody calls it a UAV, it's a physical UAV that you can aim on and shoot down, and then it's gone. So I always like to be the guy who's doing that, calling them out, because some challenges, some perks for challenges actually require that to unlock the pro version.
But you definitely have to have at least one class that has that ability to take down air. I mean, the UAVs, you can actually hit them with small arms fire, but some of the bigger stuff like the AC-130s and the other stuff we're not talking about now, but you need that extra something to take care of business. You don't want to be the team that just sits there and tries to hide.
Get slaughtered,
You want to be proactive and take care of those air units.
Yeah, and you should be working as a team. Like, I hate when a heavily armored kill streak comes in and I shoot it with an AT4, but you only have one. I mean, that's how we balance out. You have one AT4 round per life. So I shoot it, I hit it, but it requires more. Maybe it fires off a flare. Now I need a teammate to follow up mine. So you have to coordinate and say, hey, on 3, let's try to take this out. You shoot one, it shoots out flares, your buddy takes it out, call sign comes out, lets everybody know you get some XP.
You get scavenger pack.
Yeah. You get
Grab it in the rocket.
You get XP also.
But it definitely helps.
It
definitely helps to have other people helping you out. If you've got 2 people taking pot shots at it and taking care of it, then it's so much better.
Let's see.
So many questions.
All right. COD Lovers says, will there be tactical insertions in Search and Destroy? Wouldn't that be cheap? Spawn next to a bomb, you're behind them with. Well, first, you can have tactical insertion in your class, but there is no respawns in Search and Destroy, so it's pretty much useless. You just wasted equipment. What I prefer to have instead of tactical insertion is throwing knife. This throwing knife is silent. You can pull it back out. It's like quick off the hand. It's really great for Search and Destroy if you're sneaking around and you don't want to make a noise and you want to take guys out.
I like to use a one-man army because, despite what everybody thinks, it's very well balanced. But for Search and Destroy, it helps you. Search and Destroy always seems to be a two-part event. So there's the act of actually getting it planted, and then defending it if you planted it up, and changing tactics once that happens. Securing the perimeter or moving too. So I like to bring that to the table, and I'm sure Riot Shields work too for that.
Yeah. If you're using Riot Shield, by far, throwing knife is the best secondary. So, answer your question, yeah, you can have it, but you can't use it because you won't respawn. If you throw it down 1 life, and then the next round starts, it'll just wipe it out. Kind of like Claymores from Call of Duty 4. You could plant a Claymore, but when the next round starts, it just, it's basically a board reset.
You could use it to freak people out.
Jim Bob _has asks, can you pick up other people's throwing knives? No, you can pick up your own throwing knives, but if you don't have throwing knife equipped as your equipment, then you can't have it. Like if you have Simtax or tactical insertion, you can't just get rid of that and take someone else's knives. So no, you cannot do that.
But you can pull them out of walls, bodies, wherever they land, you can always go and retrieve them, which I think is super cool.
I am not your father asks, can you release how many prestige modes there are? Also, can you tell us if there's going to be more than 5 classes? Prestige mode, we can't tell you. I mean, we want that to be a complete surprise. If you're going to go through the dedication and unlock each prestige, we want you to have the joy of discovering that yourself. So the big difference this time is we actually reward you each time you prestige, and especially when you hit the max prestige. So there is a benefit to doing that. And it's a big one in my point of view because it really impacts how you play the game. And even when you get to that in-game point, there's so much more to unlock that is only available, like challenges and call signs and things that you can only get when you're that high a level.
You can keep call signs after you prestige, I think is great because it's nice to retain something through your prestige modes.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been asking me that on Twitter, especially like, hey, what gets reset and what doesn't reset? Because, you typically lose everything. Call sign is one of those things. You earned it. You get to keep the bragging rights even when you've gotten the prestige.
Yeah, you get to hang on to something.
All right. A lot of multiplayer stuff. Rad GMR says, question. What was your favorite part of Multiplayer 2 development process? Anything really cool that happens? You got anything, Joel?
So many moments. Making was it for Modern Warfare 2 development? Okay, I thought it was multiplayer for a second. I'm trying to think multiplayer. But through the entire process, the switch to actually deciding to do a co-op for the game came kind of halfway through, which was awesome. It was scary, but it was one of those moments where we all felt like there's something really cool we could bring to the table on this project that would really change things. And I look back on that with fond memories. It was a challenge, but it came out really cool, and I'm glad we did it. So I think back fondly on that in the development process. All kinds of other shenanigans which I can't talk about.
Well, for me, I mean, just crazy cool things that happened throughout development was Modern Warfare 2 has become such a juggernaut of a thing, and it seems like everybody knows about it, everybody's talking about it, and just the people I randomly run into down the hall when I'd come into work every day, it was very surreal. Like, we'd come in and Will Arnett and his crew would be playing multiplayer in the multiplayer area, or 50 Cent would come in, or Dan Cook, and all these people would come in, and people were fans of, and they're fans of us, and it was just a very odd experience to come into work and hang out with these people on a daily basis.
That's bizarre. Surreal.
Yeah, it's very surreal that games have gotten to that point. It's a very equal medium now.
But also having the ability to, for so many years, have the idea of using Hans Zimmer music in your games is something that that's like the holy grail of music in video games. And to actually have Hans step into this game and do the music for it is something I'm always going to hold dear to my heart and remember as an awesome experience, just having him come in and put so much energy into the game.
Yeah, having Hans come in was amazing.